I think it's really important to present a great first impression, and as the first stop for most of our visitors, I think it's great to have a nice blend of a welcoming atmosphere with a bit of professionalism as well.
Here at Admissions, we have a really big impact on visitors. Obviously, we're the first port of call, so people come here first, they get all their information, they get their tickets, so it's first impressions really. So we set them up for the day with sort of the foundation for everyone else to build upon.
As frontline staff, I'd like to make the day as enjoyable as possible for them so that they want to come back for more.
A royal welcome is to make everybody feel as if they're really welcome. They're individuals visiting the town. Make them feel special. Remember the day when they leave.
It's basically trying to give the customer the best experience you can give them, going above and beyond the usual customer service. So giving them a welcome you'd expect a royal to have.
It's making people's day by going beyond them, by that one little piece of contact that really makes the visit memorable.
Well, we already provide an excellent service here, but I think a way of maintaining that is just to make sure everything sounds fresh. So we do have to repeat ourselves quite a lot with the information we give. By making it sound it's like the first time, making everyone feel special, make sure we remember what it's like to come somewhere new for the first time and not know everything.
Mainly because people often come to the tower and it's their only opportunity to come once in a lifetime trip. And if they've come all this way, the long haul visitors, you want to make it worth their while. It might be their only impression of London that they're going to take away with them. And also if it's regular visitors, we want them to come back.
I think it's very important to anticipate the individual needs of all of our visitors as they're coming from not only across the UK, but from all around the world.
When they come to the Tower of London, what they want to take away from me personally is a smart individual who can tell stories about the Tower and the history of the Tower of London.
At Hampton Court Palace, it's about being attentive, it's about listening to the visitor, finding out what it is that they really want to get out of their visit, and it's making them feel privileged, and making them feel special, that they've had a unique day.
I don't feel my job has been done properly unless I think people have gone away feeling better about their visit, that they've learnt something, that they've enjoyed themselves, and I've made a difference to their day.
Here at Historical Palaces, it's going above and beyond what people expect. So anyone can be polite and say have a nice day and smile, but it's when you tailor it towards their special needs and what they really want. So if they're interested in an exhibition, you tell them how long it's on for, where they need to go, and it's really tailoring their day so it's perfect for their needs and what they want.
The guidebooks and the audio guides are great for giving our visitors all the basic information and somewhere to start with another question. But what they can't do is answer questions on the specific objects, that unusual painting staring at you from the corner of the room, or to expand on it and link things together and just give them that extra gem of information that they'd never have thought to ask for.
We get a lot of foreign visitors, so obviously there's a language difficulty there, so you have to sort of be quite brief in your answers sometimes. With the English visitors you can go into a lot more depth because there's no language barrier, so you can tell them a lot more detail. And also with children, they like the gory stuff and all of the horrible history stuff that the adults don't particularly enjoy.
My job involves working across all sites at all palaces with almost all departments, so I have a positive experience of working with everybody. The relationships with other departments within HRP are incredibly important for us because it helps us to explain our work and why it's so important to keep our palaces open, to preserve the objects that we have, and to ensure that all projects run smoothly.
Yes, you get negative feedback, usually when there's alterations or building works being carried out here at the tower. Once you explain to our visitors why it has to be done and the age of the buildings, they tend to accept it and go away quite happy and hopefully return to see the completed works.
Take on board and sympathise, and then say, well, there are ways around it, you can do 2 for 1 with the railways, and just sort of explain and sympathise so then they understand. I think most people get annoyed when they don't understand why things have gone wrong.
We sometimes get negative feedback when we're working on objects which are in display areas, and the way we deal with this is to explain what we're doing and why it's so important.
We do get negative feedback. One that comes to mind is the pricing. Some say it's a little bit expensive. So I try to turn a negative into a positive by purchasing a ticket. They're actually helping maintaining both the palace and the gardens, and they're part of contributing to that.
The social history, the grace and favour history of the palace as well, which is something that really helps people connect. Kings and queens can be quite remote, but the everyday lives of people that lived here is something that really helps people connect to the palace and go away with a special experience.
So there's always the nice thing of telling people things that you're interested in and tailoring it to what they would like to know. And they might suddenly go off on a tangent and ask a question about something that's got nothing to do with Kensington, but it's linked to the subject that you're talking about. And to have the knowledge to be able to do that, you wouldn't be able to get from an audio guide.
You can't give the same presentation or talk to any group that comes through the door. If you get a group of little children, they want to hear about the ghosts and they want to hear all the little anecdotes about people from the past, whereas if you get a group of art historians through the door, they want to know the hard facts about the paintings. So you have to look at your group and tailor your information as much as possible. And the longer you do the job, the better you get at recognising your groups from a distance and having a few seconds to prepare for the questions that might come.
I really enjoy the Chapel of St. John. It's the original Norman chapel inside the tower. I like telling the visitors the stories of who worshipped in there. So Lady Jane Grey when she was held prisoner here, and also Henry VIII waiting for the trial of Anne Boleyn.
I'd like to invite the visitors into the Tower of London and give them the experience of their lifetime.
We also have training every morning in our team briefs, where our team leaders will then pick a product and they'll go through the points of the product, like where it's made, what it's made out of. But the most important thing, they also go through the links that it has to the tower, so that we then are able to convey this to our visitors when they come and see us.
In the guidebook, there are basic information about the Tower of London and the Jewel House, but when they come to see the crown jewels, make the story alive in front of them so that they leave with a feeling that they have actually visited a very special place, the Tower of London and the Jewel House.
We want them to tell everyone else how great an experience they've had, so that they in turn come and have another great experience, and to inspire them to take out membership and come again and come to the other palaces and really get the most out of these 5 amazing buildings.